That's what we got regarding a call from the service workers. Oh my God. Here's Terry. Terry is being super sneaky, difficult to into this for some time, but it starts all the way. Hello there, guys. It is indeed a late time of the day already. It's 5:31 p.m. and it's Friday, May 30th, and the last full day here in the States after what has been a hard work of time. 2025 has been a very hard-working year for me so far. Like a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of rock climbing and all that, going up a big mountain and so. But in my gaming channel yesterday, I had discussed a project that I have been working on, something like a project, but I'll talk about it towards the end of the vlog. Still got a big lot of garbage cans outside. You see all across this road. Today may be Friday, but because Monday was Memorial Day, and you know, when it's a holiday, then the garbage cleaning day in this neighborhood would be moved to Friday. Normally that would happen on Thursdays. Now, some great news about the Porsche after it being away at the service for 4 days because of the alignments of the engine parts and the wheels. It is coming back eventually. So that's what we got regarding a call from the service workers. And also it will be much easier for each one of us to drive a different car, you know, like one of us gets to take the Mercedes and one of us gets to take the Porsche. And so I took my drive test with the Mercedes, and so I will be looking to use this car because I still find it pretty simple to drive, like as long as you have control of the vehicle pretty much. And the other thing, so you know, I had mentioned the anti-Tesla movement or whatever is that, so you may have heard about it. Mercedes had made a U-turn of their plan to make electric vehicles. Like they have just produced the last electric cars in the last 2 or 3 months, so they have stopped making EVs. Post-summer, it won't be the case anymore that during the week we get to take out the Mercedes and during the weekend we take out the Porsche. Like I will take the Mercedes, my dad will take the Porsche. It's one of those practice makes perfect concepts, you know. It took me 2 years of practice, 2 years to get to the point that I got to a couple of Fridays ago on May 16th. Now it's May 30th. Now, I'll tell you a tragic story. So earlier this week, me and my dad got to look at the news, by the way, so I'll talk to you about it. Earlier this week, a 15-year-old girl who was practicing how to drive a car. So in the Laguna Beach area, she went up a cliff and next to her was her dad. So her dad was teaching her how to drive a car, and unfortunately at one point the car had fell off the cliff and the father of the girl had passed away. The student, the learner, or whatever I can say, she luckily survived, but it unfortunately ended with the fatality of the passenger that's inside the car. I mean, holy shit, man. Like, it is beyond shit at this point. It's elephant shit. That absolutely sucks. If you're that girl watching this video, and I do feel for you, it must be really, really tough to get this whole feeling of exhaustion and pain out in a matter of time. And certainly that must have been a fatal accident. It took place at around the time of 3 or 4 p.m. on Monday. But yeah, like, I'm truly sorry about it. It sucks to lose one of your family members this badly. Oh my God. Here's Terry. Terry is being super sneaky right now. Oh my God. Terry, yo, how the hell did you... She barely got you out of there, mate. It is crowded as hell right now. It's gonna be difficult to get into this for some time, but it starts all the way back here, or now at 6:38 p.m. here on Friday evening. And that just about does it. It's the end of the day, pretty much. So for the remaining of the evening, we'll just finalize packing. So yes, we did take the Porsche straight to In-N-Out. So I had been way more entitled to do content on my gaming channel, at least when I'm free from all the school stuff and when it's the three of us in the same house. Because yesterday I had posted a video on my gaming channel and I had discussed one particular project that I'm doing. I'm doing it on Excel, by the way. It is interesting. It is something to do with one of my passions. Like, I've done a lot of arithmetic videos on my gaming channel, but this is the first time I'm doing anything like this. So on Excel software here, I am doing a calculation of prime reciprocals and the cycles of prime reciprocals. Like when I divide by a prime number, I calculate how many numbers are in that spiral. So it goes in a sequence of numbers containing that many. That's what interests me most about prime numbers. I prefer odd numbers, to be honest. Many people prefer even numbers. For instance, when they're in the car, they turn the air conditioner on to an even number. And some people have such a disorder that they tend to break out. Like if someone was to set the temperature of the cooler to 67, 69, 71, and they tend to cause a lot of trouble. Like, that's like a big disorder. Like, it's just a number at the end. Thing of my honesty is that there have been a number of occasions that I had seriously demanded to drop out of college, or I was about to, like, something crazy happened, I was about to quit college. And to get over that, you know, because especially when I'm in sessions, like, I hate it when tutors talk to me in my life so much, but one way that I get over it, you know, is this. And yeah, so dividing 1 over a prime number like this is how it tends to work. For example, so for cyclic numbers, for instance, and again, I had done a video about this on my gaming channel too, so do check it out over there. But about this, like, this is, for example, what you would call a cyclic number. If you multiply this number by any of these, then you will get the same set of numbers going in the sequence accordingly. And same with this one. So if you multiply this number by any of these, then you will get exactly the same variation of numbers going in the sequence accordingly. And also this variation of numbers that are for 1/17 and for 1/19. It is an impressive table, isn't it? And I started working on this 1 month ago on April 29th. And here's a set of data that I have collected. Very interesting, isn't it? I shall say the calculations that I made. Like, I take a prime number, I divide 1 by that number, and I get a series of digits that go in the form of a cycle, like a variation of digits. It does happen with some prime numbers, like if you put the denominator, it doesn't work with all of them like that, because I think the main formula is that in, like, when it's a cyclic reciprocal, then usually the number would be p minus 1, like the number of digits in that cycle would be p minus 1. I did say that I have been doing this as a project, and the number that I got up to as of now is 503 Check this out. It took only 3 days to complete the 400s series. I just started working on 503 or 503rd if you want to go by the fraction. And again, I'm doing this as a long-term project. My target is to find the reciprocals and calculate the reciprocals of every prime number on this Excel software until 16,381. Why that big of a number, you might ask? Because the number of columns in an Excel spreadsheet is 16,384. And basically, the number that is just 3 less than that, that's the furthest I can go. So I'm working on 503 right now, the reciprocal of 1/503rd. I am going to create a target for before I come back here on the evening of August 16th. So by the time I come back here, I'm going to set a target to get past 1,000. So a target is to find every prime reciprocal until I get to the 1,000s series. Anyway, guys, so that's it for today. We're going to finalize packing. So I'm going to make it out of here. Long vlog episode coming up tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys. Have a nice weekend.